Hi, I'm Michelle Onifray with International Mountain Connection. Welcome to Mountain Madness. In this video, I'm going to talk about post-holing. So what is post-holing and are you responsible for post-holing? Well, stay with me and I'll explain everything. Something interesting to know is that post-holing actually comes from a term entirely outside of mountains and mountain activities. And that's why it's difficult for non-English speakers and English speakers to understand what post-holing means. Before we get started, just remember that if you have a difficult time understanding me, you can turn on the captions or subtitles and you can download the transcript. Okay, let's get started. What is post-holing? Well, first we're going to talk about what is a post hole. So we have a fence, just an ordinary fence, and for the fence to stay up and not fall down, we need to have posts. And the posts need to be placed in the ground so they can support the fence. And we have to create a hole for the posts. And what do you think those holes are called? Post holes! And what does this have to do with mountains and mountain activities? Don't worry, I'm getting there. Stay with me. Imagine you're in the mountains and there is a lot of snow. And for you to be able to go from one place to the other, you're using skis or snowshoes. And this is important because there's so much snow that you want to stay on top of the snow. And the skis and the snowshoes help you with that because it distributes your weight, right? And this way you stay on top of the snow. Maybe you go down a few inches, but you don't go down very far. Let's imagine that you're not wearing skis and you're not wearing snowshoes. So what happens? You are post-holing. So what is post-holing exactly? Well, post-holing is when your foot sinks down into the snow. And when I say sinks down, that means that your foot does not stay on the surface of the snow. It's going to go down into the snow. And this can be a little bit or a lot. And this is really frustrating, especially if you are a skier and you're paying for the ski run or trail to be flat, to be smooth, to be groomed. Because if someone has been post-holing, that means that there are these really big, deep holes. And not only is it frustrating, but it's also not very safe. Because a skier can be going downhill and the tip of their ski can get caught in one of these holes and cause them to fall. And this can cause serious injury. So try to avoid post-holing while you're on winter trails. So now that you know what post-holing is, have you seen this before? Or have you been someone who is post-holing? Well, thank you for joining me. And if you would like to know when the next International Mountain Connection video comes out, all you have to do is click on the subscribe button and the bell. And remember, why trust International Mountain Connection with your English training? Because Brian isn't in the kitchen, he's in the mountains. I'll see you soon. Bye.